This is a tarot card reading for the zodiac sign Scorpio for the month June 2021. I will start with the past and then I will talk about the situations you're in at present and then I will talk about the future. This is a general reading, so please only take what resonates. This can't resonate with everybody. It can also be interpreted vice versa. Now if you like this video, please like and subscribe or leave a comment if you like. So I start with the past. Yes, something went out of control and I think it is a relationship. I think this person hasn't been nice to you. It can be, well, a marriage for somebody, or somebody has found out that the person that you were with or in love with or that you expected to have something with in the future, they were already married or they were already in a committed relationship. So it can be that, but it can also be that this is about your marriage and it's not going well. You knew things were going on. I think that there was a third person in here. You knew things were going on, but you expected it to maybe change on its own, or maybe it wasn't that bad as it was. Maybe you thought that. But it turned out it was really quite bad, I think, because otherwise you don't have the tower. The tower comes in when it says, okay, so you didn't take action. Now the universe is taking action, and the universe wants to make things right for you. So even if everything collapses, you must think of that it is for your best. It's really for your best that this happens. I can see it lays next to the Two of Pentacles. I also had a clarifier card, and it is like the reverse devil. So I think there was maybe some betrayal in it, or there was maybe an obsession or manipulation going on, something, lies and cheating. You also have the Seven of Swords in the near future. So with the Knight of Cups reversed, that's often talking about an abusive relationship, or it's just not going well, somebody getting away with things. And so it happens again in the future if you decide to get back into this. So it is of course all about how bad things are and how you interpret it, and how you really feel with things. But so I'm telling you already in this reading, if you don't expect any betrayal or third party in there, then I think that this is not for you. This is really about somebody. I think people are worrying about you as well. There is also this work. I think maybe you have been really working hard on something that you couldn't deal with either. This is something that you really love doing, something that you started in the past, something that maybe was growing. You have a talent for this. It is there. You're working on yourself. Maybe it's also a spiritual thing, something that you're spiritually developing. So I can see that it takes some time to develop this, but it is going to be, because you're getting stronger and stronger. So you're working on the end of this cycle, with this person, with betrayal and all that, but you are having to go through it. This is still the past, but I can see these cards also at present and in the future. There are people worried about you. They are outside. They are talking about you, about this relationship, why this is happening. And you are stressed out. So you are maybe even physically ill from this. So you really need a time out. You really need to go within, see what you want from life, how to end this cycle, and to deal with everything that collapsed with the tower. I know it sounds quite harsh and serious, but I think this is something that needs to be dealt with for you to move on and know that things will get better. You also have the Wheel of Fortune as a clarifier for the Page of Pentacles as well, so with the Four of Swords. So it tells me things You need to take this rest for this to become your fortune in the future, for this wheel to turn in your favor. You need to do some inner work to, yeah, or this was in the past. So I think you maybe have taken that rest. I think you're coming to the realization now of things, that it can't move on the way it was. This is like a turning point in your life. So what happened here with the Tower, that was like, that was the end of it. I think that was the maximum you could handle with this. And now you have the World, so you also had that in the past. And yeah, so that was yeah, about making a decision how to change your life, moving on away from what happened, having a new beginning. Also, for some of you, it's a spiritual, yeah, a kind of awakening, knowing that there is something better for you, and that this is like that you needed to end this. For some of you, it was like a karmic cycle, and that was dealt with and done with. And so you're looking at, okay, so now I'm going to move on away from this. I can see that you were still not certain about which direction to go, or yeah, what, maybe you were waiting for a result of something. That can also be work-wise, and that you were not sure if you were going to make enough money with it. You also have the Two of Pentacles very soon. But I think that it is definitely going to be a new or a different thing. You're choosing to leave this the world behind you, this what happened in the past. So to make this an end of a cycle, and you have a new cycle starting with not accepting anymore, withdrawing from what has happened to the past. But I can't see here, it's not like a strong determination, knowing, yeah, this is what I'm going for. It's still, at present, it's still like weighing up your options, seeing how things can be rescued or amended, or how you can maybe make a living, or undo the damage that this person has caused in your life. It lays next to the Hierophant, so and the Tower. So that's why I'm saying it. It's like, yeah, all the things that have collapsed, we need to do something with it, and we are still maybe married. Or maybe that person is married, and so what now? But I see that it's more likely that, yeah, there are some bad habits. There was like this maybe a whole world going on in which, yeah, it wasn't, maybe it was hidden until the Tower came out, and suddenly everything collapsed, everything came out, and it was like, so now what do we do to get out of this habit, or out of this pattern, or out of this marriage? There was deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And you are looking within. So at present it's like, yeah, I think you are disillusioned, you are withdrawing, you are facing what has happened. I think in the past you couldn't face it because, look, you were like, I think you were exhausted, you were stressed out, and you couldn't do anything else. Maybe you have slept, you needed to sleep to wake up from a nightmare. Now there is this thing that you were aligned with, and it is asking for you to stay persistent with it, persistent with yourself, persistent with your own knowledge, with your inner truth. Who are you? What were you? How can you balance things out? How can you have an equal give and take? How can you do the things that you need to do in your life without somebody in that person sorting it up for you? Yeah, I also asked, so what was this Two of Pentacles? You had a Lover's card, but there are 3 people in this card. So this is also saying, yeah, there is like a third person in that relationship. And so, yeah, this person is also looking at these 3 cups and thinking, yeah, you know, what has all happened here. It's just like it is all it has been maybe an illusion, or it has been something. What have I been looking at? What have I been focused on? Maybe focusing on the wrong things, maybe focusing on security that wasn't there. This is like still together with the Star and the High Priestess and the Six of Wands. So if you see it in that line, it is going to be victorious. You're going to be successful in if you stay persistent with this last thing. Now, I think for some of you, it's also staying persistent in getting through a divorce. I don't like to tell you that, but I think that that is just not possible anymore with that person. I think that they keep repeating themselves. If you are not, put your foot down and say, this is the way it goes. Even if you are scared of it, even if you don't want this change, I can see that there are some you feel maybe restricted in taking this decision, but you know it inside of yourself. You also know what's good, what's right and what's wrong, even if you are married. I think it's also for somebody that has this this well, I wouldn't say rules, but it is somebody who maybe would not think that a divorce would be an option. Somebody who says, we are married and we stay married because that's the way it is. You can't divorce however bad the situation is. I can see that it is a very, very difficult time. You have let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. It seems to be a person who is accepting that maybe a person who is accepting this kind of abuse is like not wanting to see what is going on, or not wanting to see that there is a third person in here, still believing that this person is going to change. That is the deception, but it is also if you keep it for yourself, then if people don't know what's going on, then they can't help you. You're on your own with it. And so that is what this person, I think, yeah, you are also maybe lonely in this because you feel also misunderstood. You have withdrawn yourself from this, but I think that people have seen you like this. They see that they are worried about you, but they feel that they can't do anything about it if you are not opening up. It is like this. You are holding on to something that is like I think that there is maybe advice from friends who want to help you. There is this advice of letting go. Maybe these people are showing to you, look what this all is about. But I think that there is somebody really stubborn in this relationship. Now, I don't know if it is you or if it is the other person, but I feel that there is a lot of deception because somebody is saying, yeah, everything is fine, we just go on with this, or it's not as bad as you think it is. Yeah, I really think somebody is saying that and trying to really survive, because inside there is I think there's no love anymore for this person. So it's like two energies that are opposing, and it's like, yeah, this is a fake security with this person. It is not real anymore. And so you will get there by Yeah, so you will be faced with this, that the Knight of Cups is reversed. So it's not like this. It's not a person who wants to make the effort for you. It's not a person who really comes full of love to you. It's a person who can maybe bully you even. It's a person who believes maybe because they are married they can just do whatever they want because you're not going to leave them, because maybe that has been the case. Maybe you have been too good for them. Maybe you have given them each time a new beginning again. Maybe you have given them how many chances. Maybe you have been each time giving them all your love again and say, okay, we try it again, it's all right. But inside it wasn't all right. And I think there are people around you saying that to you. Look what this person is. This is the reality. And not only that, you have the Seven of Swords. So, yeah, this person does leave two swords each time for you so that they come back again and say, oh, once I was this knight and so you can't leave me. Or it's an arrogant person. They get away with things in daylight. They get away with it in daylight. It's not even dark. And so I think the reality kicks in very soon, very soon. And then you are going to realize that actually you are withdrawing at present. You know that this is like not real security that you have with this person. You know that there is a decision to make. You know that this was the end of a cycle. So what are you holding on to? What are you trying to get together? So yeah, you are going to really understand this, and it is this inner knowledge. It is like you are working on yourself because you see also it's not right to accept this. It's not right to accept this from anyone, this behavior, and it's not you know what is good for yourself. You know that you deserve better. You know that you need to get through this. You know that you need to face also your own dark sides, because I think that you need to also see how you can stay persistent with things, how you can be determined in the things that you want for yourself. So I think you're going to develop really quickly. Yeah, from where you had like no more, you can't just move on with this. You knew this, but then I think that it is still a slow process. And then in the future, you are going to do this successfully. So you're going to be in front of this. You're going to leave the struggles behind you. So actually, that is not very, very long anymore. Because you're going to see very soon what this all was about and the reality. And you know that you got something here, something special, this coin you want to develop. You also got more spiritual, I think. And you're going to be on top of this and say no more. No, you can't just do this anymore. And so the Queen of Swords is saying, yeah, if you want to develop, if you want like a new beginning, a new life for yourself, yeah, you have to cut these out. You have to cut these things that are not good for you out of your life to have this new beginning. And yeah, that is going to be a challenge, but you also know that that was deception. That was deception. This is a temporary state. So it's like you will realize that you can free yourself from this. It's just very short, it's like, okay, so now what has all happened, what is happening, and now you have to stand completely on your own. But that was not the truth, because you have your friends helping you. You have the deception card, so it was not real to start off with. And you know that you deserve love. You are lovable, because that, especially that card is given for you. It's like you know that you can't go back to this, and that you just have to free yourself from this. So I'm sorry, that is quite a heavy reading, I take it. But yes, somebody needed to hear this, I take it. Okay, well, Scorpio, this is what I have for you. Thank you very much for watching my video and see you next time.